Hi, my name is Steve Knoyer and I'm the author and creator of The Inspired Coach in the Inspired Coach Training Academy, and I'd like to welcome you back. Thank you. I hope you got a lot of value out of that last video. And what we're going to attempt to go over today is the statistics surrounding youth sports, and I think some of these are going to surprise you. So I'm going to give you a giant overview of the youth sports landscape, and we'll go from there. All right, so let's get right to it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is 6.5 million. So we have 6.5 million youth coaches in America. That's, girls, boys from third grade up to high school. All right. 50% of the coaches will quit the sport that they love to coach within 2 seasons. And we'll get into much deeper why those reasons happen. 125. That's the average amount of hours that a coach will put into coaching their team per season. They dedicate 125 hours of volunteer time. So that time it's worth something. It's important for you to be able to take, youth sports have a very clear framework on what it is you want to accomplish. 33%. Only 33% of youth coaches are trained in the X's and O's and drills for skills. 19% are trained in communication and motivation. So 33% trained in the X's and O's and drills for skills, 19% trained in communication and motivation. 95% of coaches are retained if they are trained in a proper framework. So even though you're doing the X's and O's and drills for skills and you're working on communication and motivation with the players, if you don't set the proper framework and expectations for your parents, your players, and your assistant coaches, I don't care how good of a coach you are at the X's and O's and drills for skills and communication, you are going to run into problems. And if you've coached at all, you know what I'm saying is very true. So over here, we have 28.7 million youth athletes that are out there being coached by 6.5 million coaches. Out of the 28.7 youth athletes that are out there, 75% of them quit the sport they love by the age of 13. 69%, all they want to do is play with their friends. 69% of the kids were asked, what do you like most about youth sports? And they want to play with their friends. The next step, 71%. 71% of kids don't care about winning. They just want to play with their friends. 45% of kids, when asked, said that they were treated poorly by a head coach, whether they were humiliated, a dirty look, or just blatantly yelled at. 45% of the kids said that they were humiliated by a coach. 37% of children that play youth sports do not want their parents to watch them play. And some of the reasons are it's too much pressure. And they want to be able to enjoy the game. And as parents, being so intense, we can actually take that enjoyment away from the kids. Less than 1% of coaches are trained in how to set a proper framework for their team. So they can be trained in X's and O's and communication and motivation, but if they don't have a framework to put these in, they're going to be spinning their wheels. 5%. There's only a 5% retention rate if a coach isn't trained in the drills for skills, communication, and X's and O's. Where if they are trained, you have a 95% rate of maintaining that coaches, which is great for your organizations because one of the struggles that you have is you're constantly looking for coaches to fulfill these teams, and most of them aren't qualified. Well, now you can reach out to those coaches and send them through a training program, which will give them incredible clarity on what they want to accomplish in their season. Now this one, they interviewed 1,000 professional and Division I athletes, and they asked them one question. What was the worst experience that you had coaching youth sports? The overwhelming answer was the car ride home. Now, when we looked at that, why was it the car ride home? It was because, the kids are trapped inside the car, and even though you're trying to help them, they look at it as criticism. And obviously, Division I and pro athletes, that sticks out in their mind that that's the issue. I hope all this, you absorb it. It helps you on what you want to accomplish in your world. And, just realize, when you're out there to do your absolute best, go out of your way to make those around you better, and most importantly, have fun. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Go ahead and leave your comments and your questions below, and I'll get right to them. All right, you have yourself a great day, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks.